Hello everyone. It's James again. And today, I wanted to make a video in response to a video made by another very good YouTuber in the narcissistic abuse recovery community. Her name is Angela. And her channel name is Ako and Maru for real. You see, Angela recently uploaded a video entitled Family Court Fighting Back Against Narcissistic Abuse. In this video she mentions a Illinois state bill that was passed on November 9, 2011. And that bill is HB 1604. Or the Stephen Watkins Memorial Bill. This is a bill that was passed due to a real horrible tragedy that took place. You see, Stephen Watkins was picking up his daughter for a custodial exchange. Basically it was his specified visitation time. And upon picking her up, he was shot in the head by the estranged wife's grandmother. This Illinois state law will help prevent parental alienation no matter the offender be a female or male. If you have your time to see your child and the other parent or guardians prevent you from seeing your child, they can have their driver's license suspended for a period of time, subjected to fines, and in more severe cases jail time be imposed. And what Angela is suggesting is that everyone in the narcissistic abuse community band together to get this law passed in all 52 states. And I will be one to say, I'm with you all the way, Angela, and then some. Many of you may know of the potential 50-50 law I've talked about on this channel. This is where I've stated that divorce court and family court need to both operate under a default being 50-50. Unless there are other circumstances that prevent otherwise. And what I mean is, marriage and custody should no longer be about money grabbing. Because that leads to child abuse. Because children won't be loved or helped in a way a child should be helped when they are sent off to live with a parent that simply used the child as a way to get more money from their spouse. This child will undoubtedly go through the same narcissistic abuse that I and many others have talked about on their channel. And the only way this will stop is if we put our foot down and say no more. And to take it a step further and make these request law in all 52 states. And yes, this parental alienation happens to both men and women. And children are affected in all cases. That being said, as a society, and keep in mind, I'm mentioning as a society, this is seen as a man's problem. And though this isn't the case, because the courts are all about who has the most money, and that could be a man or a woman, the courts really don't care. But our society sees this as a man's problem. And like I mentioned to Angela, this is the only reason why I believe some people don't want to touch this problem with a 10-foot pole. And this is an attitude we must change. Because I don't believe that some don't want to touch this problem because they don't care. I don't think many want to touch this problem because they are scared. Scared of ridicule and mocking. As if there are sides that must be taken. Men on one side and women on the other. But people like Angela prove what I've been saying all along to men. There are indeed good women out there. And the way we can change the way our society sees this problem is for the good women to massively separate from the women out there that are narcissists. Or at the very least possess some toxic traits. Also, men need to stop caring about what others think when they stand up for such issues. Because I will tell you, the very people that may mock you for speaking truth about these issues will be happy once these bills become law. Because I will tell you a little secret. These men are just as scared as you are. But like Angela said in her video, we now have social media and the power of the internet to get our message out. And to this I say, she's right. This platform allows us to expose this problem for what it is. So narcissists, no matter they be female or male, can no longer pull this mess on their victims. And so they can no longer further ruin the next generation of children's lives. Many of our childhood dreams and talents were destroyed at the hands of our narcissist parent. I personally watched my father fight and spend his hard-earned money to be a part of my life, but was denied. To the point where he could fight no longer and had to throw in the towel. Shortly thereafter he passed away. I believe due to the stress and strain of fighting against my narcissistic mother for the best interest of myself and my now narcissist golden child brother I have no contact with. My childhood was a terrible one. And I wish I could do it all over again. But in a happy, healthy environment. But sadly I know that wish will never come true. But what I can do is share this information with others. And work on changing the laws so this never happens to another child again. Not on my watch. Not as long as I have breath in my little cartoon body. You see. Some of the videos I make where I show instances of things that happened between myself and mother. I don't make for pity. I make because I want to show the world what hell it's really like to live and grow up with a monster like that. And a judge in a courtroom just like the one I'm standing in made it possible for me to live in such a horrible environment. Yes, it's nice to know people care. I do appreciate the caring comments on such videos. I would be a liar to say I don't. But the real reason I make such videos is to serve as a public service announcement. It's my way of begging the public. Saying, help, help, help. There is a child right now living like this. Help this boy or girl. Get them out of this hell and let them become the best they can be in life. Because we are missing out on some brilliant people. We are losing our best and brightest to this type of abuse. And it must stop. So at the end of such videos, I will try my best to include some sort of PSA requesting you to contact your congressperson regarding changing the family court laws. But most importantly, I, Angela, and the rest of the YouTubers in this community need your help. We need your help with getting the word out. Getting the word out to everyone you know. And that means sharing our videos over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I know that I'm happy with how my channel is doing. And I know if I continue to work at it, which I will do, it will grow. And other YouTubers are doing the same. Because I must say, we have a lot of hard workers in this community regarding narcissistic abuse. And I believe over time, we will see our channels start to get up with having 100,000 and 300,000 subscribers. So we can reach more people with our message. I believe in my heart that will happen for all of us that are working so hard on our channels. But if we want to see these laws get changed, we will need to be at that level sooner rather than later. Because the more we can reach people, the sooner things will get done. Many of us are tireless in our efforts for change. And we have some great ideas. But an idea without ears to listen and eyes to see is just an idea. But the more people that can listen and understand this is a real problem in our society, the more we can get aggressive in getting things changed. Let me tell you what. Good people are walking away from marriage and having children because they are scared out of their minds. They know in some cases it's a roll of the dice. And that's just sad. I think if those out there heard what we had to say, they would be on board, and local Congress offices in all 52 states would be flooded with emails, phone calls, and letters. Not requesting, but demanding these laws be changed to protect first and foremost the children, but also the spouse that's on the receiving end of this abuse as well. We live in a world where divorce and child custody is seen as a big payday. And I will tell you from first-hand experience, it's not a fun feeling to know that your sole purpose for being born was to line the pockets of someone that called themselves your parent, and for them to constantly mistreat you for their own amusement. So please pass along not only this video, but all of the videos of those in this community that you like. And when you think you've shared a video or videos to a lot of people, share them with some more people. Because besides it giving a spotlight to this problem and allowing us to take this problem to Congress so we can change the laws, I bet you it will spark the great minds of many young men and women out there that have even better ideas than we could possibly ever come up with. I thank you for your time and for you viewing this video. I will put a link to Angela's video in the comment section below, along with a couple of links regarding the Illinois Stephen Watkins Memorial Bill. I know we can make a change for the better if we only try and get out there and do something. Because like I always say, knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we can lead happy and healthy lives. Until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.